Welcome to After Effects tutorial. We're here to learn how to apply color corrections to one of your videos or image. Um, we question ourselves, what is color correction and when do I apply color corrections? Color corrections is actually enhancement of an image or a video. Color corrections also adjust colors, brighten it up, having a contrast depending how you apply to the image or the videos. I can show you how to apply them. Basically, color corrections is the most important final touch of your source. For example, if you don't apply these and to your final project or your videos, it may not be look good once you import it to a website such as YouTube or other sources like on DVDs. If you notice that all movies or other television businesses, they apply color corrections at the very end. Even a photographer applies a color corrections at the end. It gives, like I said, enhancement how the people view of this kind of source. Um, the way we can apply these is by adding some other panels here on the right. I can show you that later. As of right now, I have imported a file from Kakashi Gaiden. It's just an example, but you could apply from other things. So basically, you are in After Effects program. So I don't know if you could do this on Vegas. I haven't tried it yet, but I am certain sure that you could also do this on Photoshop as well. So basically, you have your file here, and then drag it down to the composition here in the bottom. So you have this one. It is set to composition settings to 1280 by 720. It's a really big file, so you have to okay, for these purposes we only gonna show a part which is, you know, from this original source to our final touch. So as of right now, I'm trying to find a good scenes where I can adapt a very enhancement video. Like for example, probably this scene right here, or maybe I can find something else. Maybe this. See, as of right now, you're looking at the original version from Kakashi Gaiden. We can apply these by getting some other effects on here on the right side of the panel. My first thing, every time I do a project and doing a final touch of my AMV, GMV, or whatever what you do on your project, I always have a curve effects. So you apply by just dragging here on the center of the screen, and on your left side will be your effect controls. So on your left side on the effect controls, I want to drag it down to the RGB, drag it down on the lower left corner to a little bit here, and probably raising this up a little bit up there to make it a little bit brighter. You know, you have to make experimental on these. as you go along, you could go on the red channel, adding a little bit of that, and somewhere here in the middle, not too much. So I would say go for blue, because we have a blue background as a cloud, so you will probably want to push it up a little bit, and that, and this down a little bit. Now you also have a green also, so you want to add down a little bit of green, and probably one here, not too much. So you want to have like some sort of experimental, that I would say this is a good color, but as of right now is kinda too much. So basically what we want to enter, the next one is the photo filter. I like using this because it kinda toned down a little bit of too much color, and you know, as of right now you'll see the background right now is green and blue. So basically you want to find some sort of like a color that enhance or combine this environment. So I would say it's kind of hot and windy on this background right now, so I would probably find a kind of warm feeling. So I would say somewhere warm filter about somewhere yellowish. So you want to find a density like lower down a little bit, like about that. Alright, the next effect we're gonna use, I would say, is CC toner. CC toner can make any difference once you add to a brighter color to lower or decrease the color about 20% of them. For example, that we don't really want to do that. So basically on the left side, on the CC toner effects, you want to lower it down to, I mean, increase the percentage wise. The more you increase, the more it's going to go back to its original form. I would say 85% of these are not original, maybe 75. I don't know if you tell the difference, but it kind of toned down a little bit of the colors like that. So my next, I would say, let's see, what's the color I want to use? Exposure. Exposure is a effect that even without the brightness or the video are too dark, you could use this effect to boost up the lightings. For example, if I use the effects exposure here on a master, the more you're gonna brighten up, you know, but we don't want to do that. But this is also good effects though. Yeah. Not really, but you know what I mean. But anyways, we want to come back the way it was before. So I would probably say 0.5 to add a little bit of lights. Let's say maybe 7. You just want to play around with this. 0.8. No, it's too bright. Let's say 0.65. Yeah, there you go. Now I want to add also a tint. A tint is a combination of black and white. Uh, it is combined together, black and white, and you could also tone it down to say 20, maybe 10%. So I'll add a black and white on this background. Trust me on this, it will work perfectly fine once you add a tint. Let me go back to the tint. Like I said before, tint is the mixture of black and white. The more percentage you need to apply, the more it becomes black and white. Purpose of we're dealing with tint is because we want to mix or balance the RGB on this whole thing here. But of course, we apply all these effects, and this is why we added a tint to balance out the RGB. Not only that, it reduces the chroma and the colorfulness of whatever source you're doing right now. Now our final touch would be sharpen. Sharpen, you have to use the sharpen. So once you import it to or render out, it may not look as awkward as you think right now. It kind of gives you you know, enhancement of a video or a photograph. As on the left panel, we can apply, maybe I would say 10. I don't know if you noticed, but it sharpen up once you apply on the effect called sharpen. And if we what do you call this? If we compare to the original to the final right now, it gives a big difference and improvement of your videos of photograph. So to tell that, turn this off, all the effects you apply to it, and you see the difference. And now if you shoot it, take a snapshot and then apply these effects, and now if you not go last shots, you could tell the difference. Now when you make your AMV, you always need to apply a color corrections, especially on a game music video. You should apply, or any project you work on, always apply a color corrections at the very end. Alright, I hope we learned something new today. I'll make another tutorial next time. Alright, bye. Thanks.